Alright guys, I'm Rabia.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Sound Like on Andertons TV.
Rabia.
How are you?
Yes, I'm well. You?
Yeah, I'm alright. We're getting serenaded by a beautiful low end coming from the room next door.
We have. It's the bass room next door.
The joys of filming in music shops.
Yes, always entertaining.
In any case, today we are revisiting a very awesome band known by the name of Soundgarden.
Yes, we are. So, in a series of very extraordinary events, I guess, last time.
Yeah.
We released a video on a Wednesday evening, and Thursday morning Chris Cornell tragically died.
Yeah, it was horrible.
We didn't really get a chance to comment on that, I guess, and all the proceeds went to charity from that last video.
Yeah.
We're about a year on though now, and we're gonna, in tribute to Chris and the band, we're gonna do a buy busting.
Yes.
To try and get gear that's closer with no budget, and see if we can sound like Soundgarden.
And I think it's worth saying that I think it's quite common that when somebody passes, when it comes to music or film, people go and look into it and stuff.
Yeah, you almost get it's like a second wind almost.
Yeah.
It's like more renewed interest. If you like.
Because for me, like Chris Cornell, I first discovered him in his amazing vocal ability with Audio Slave.
Same here.
Because I'm younger than a lot of the guys who were fans of the grunge scene, whereas my dad really liked Soundgarden. So so then I got into all that, and then kind of didn't really listen to loads, or like on and off. But then when Chris died, I went straight back into that mode, listened to loads of Audioslave, then I got loads of Soundgarden albums and then just listened to loads of stuff.
Yeah.
So now I feel like we have better grasp of
totally.
what we're trying to do.
And I'm same situation for me really. Yeah, grew up with Audioslave. That first album's fantastic. But with Soundgarden, we kind of missed the boat a bit. But yeah, this will be great. I think we'll do it justice. I think we pulled it off last time.
Yeah, pretty good.
With budget gear. So hopefully this time. Yes, let's do that.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go and see what gear we can find, shall we, in the store?
So we're going to start with Chris.
We are. So I'm going to be taking the role of Chris, and as you all might know, he had a signature Gibson 335 for a while with a Bigsby, and I think they were Lollatron pickups.
Right, so it's a Filtertron TV Jones vibes.
Yeah, which were based on the Country Gentleman style pickups. Anyway, last time I used this kind of thing. This is the same guitar, but different colour.
Yeah.
So kind of a full hollow body Gretsch.
Did a great job actually.
It did a really good job, and these are only about 400 quid. This time I have a little bit more budget, so it brings us to here, where we have a lot of very expensive Gretches.
The one that jumps out to me personally is this one, and this is the what is this one? This is the Broadcaster.
Well, that's it. So
it's a stunner.
The Gibson 335 isn't available anymore. So to get the pickups and the Bigsby and the hollow body vibe, I think a nice high-end Gretsch should do the job.
It's also worth saying he did have a signature Duesenberg as well. Oh, it wasn't a signature.
No, it
Duesenberg.
wasn't. It was the Black Hole.
Soundgarden Duesenberg.
Yeah, it was for Black Hole Sun guitar.
Yeah.
Again, which aren't available anymore. I think it was limited to 100 guitars.
Right.
So I think this should do the job for us.
It looks so good.
It's amazing, and it is just short of £2,400. So definitely busting the bank here.
Well, there's yours.
There you are. I hope I don't fall in love with it and have to buy it.
So we've been looking around all over the web to try and find out if we can get something that's going to come close to the Guild that Kim used. Because he used stock pickups and that, but also Matt was saying he used some DiMarzio, some Path pickups, all sorts of stuff. We've come up short, so we found also that he uses Firebirds, and we've seen on a few live photos and things he uses Firebirds. In fact, on a Premier Guitar article, we found this exact guitar in his live setup. This is a Gibson Firebird. This is £1,300. It's got mini humbuckers in it. It's basically exactly the same as the guitar in the picture. Now that's not to say that it's going to sound exactly like Kim's tone, but because we're really struggling to find a guitar that's exact, or at least as close as, let's say, Matt is to Chris, I think this is our best attempt to get us there. So I'm going to go with this Gibson Firebird, American made, beast. Amplification.
We are in the world of nice boutique amplifiers.
We are, because of course we don't have a budget, so we're just going to take the proverbial Mickey with what we want to spend.
Yes, taking the Michael.
Yes.
Right, so I have found this, which is a Friedman Runt 50 combo, which is suitably expensive at £1,900. But having used the Black Star last time with the
J-Red Archer,
to give it a push, I think this might get me close. So Chris used Savage amps and Divide by 13 amps, like in a kind of dual setup, obviously, both of which we don't stock here. But he has used Messrs, Voxes, all that kind of stuff in the past. But I'm going to take a punt on the Runt.
Nice. Well, obviously Kim has used, again, quite a lot of different bits and bobs. But to be honest, I used last time the Black Star HT Studio 20 and it did a good job. However, I have seen that Andertons have just started stocking Hampstead amplifiers.
Nice.
So I had a little jump on the internet, try and work out what they could do or provide that might be cool and suitably expensive. Therefore, I have found this. This is the Artist 20 combo. The cool thing about these are apparently they're Hampstead's most tonally versatile amplifiers. Therefore, you can go spangly cleans to bright leads or natural and warm sounding overdrives. Kind of everything. It's like a similar to what we already had with the ISF and different channels, but on steroids and hand built and all that kind of stuff.
Really, really high end
and
stuff.
it's like £3,000. So
Fine.
around that. So
well, I think that might work.
well, yeah, I think so too. Yeah. So let's go and find some pedals.
Let's do it.
Pedals.
So we've got guitars, amps, it's pedal time. What are you thinking?
Well, last time for Kim I used the Dynamo Roto by Thayil, I believe, which I'm going to use again. It's a Roto Vibe pedal and it worked perfectly for Black Hole Sun intro. So
awesome.
Definitely going to get that. I used the chorus last time, I used the Angel Wing. This time I'm going to go Walrus Julia because I love that chorus.
Upgrade for sure.
And to be honest, that's pretty much all I used. I got most of my distortion from the amplifier, but I'm hoping the Hampstead's going to handle that nicely. If I do decide to throw anything in there to enhance that, we'll let you know in the video room.
Awesome. I used the J-Rad Archer last time. I used a Memory Man, a Memory Boy, I think, as well, but I don't think actually got used in the video, so I think I'm actually going to go with the J-Rad Archer again. Okay. It did such a good job, so run that straight into the Friedman and see what happens.
I did also use the Custom Audio Electronics wah pedal, which I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Which I didn't include, but Kim actually used that wah pedal, so I'm going to get hold of one of them, of course.
Sweet. All right, let's go and see what it sounds like.
We are back in the video room.
Yes, we are in this tonal quizzical adventure. I don't know where that
was. That was great. That was really good. Quizzical adventure.
A tonal quizzical adventure.
That was really good. So we're sounding like Soundgarden.
Yes, we are sounding like Soundgarden.
By busting the bank.
Yes, or trying at least. Honestly, two amazing rigs.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, really good. Obviously expensive, but incredible sounds. Even guitar straight into amps, just beautiful.
Before we delve right into the gear, we had a great time doing this last time and we had a great time doing this time. Just want to say, Chris Cornell, rest in peace.
Yes.
Big fans. In any case, anybody watching this video, I'm sure you're a fan of Soundgarden as well.
Yeah, they're great riffs to play. They're great sounding riffs. We were saying before, some are quite 90s sounding, especially some of the riffs. But it's still all timeless, you know. It's great.
Yeah, and I think we, for the most part, focused on Super Unknown album with 1 or 2 tracks from Brad Motorfinger, and I think it was great.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying as well that we felt we did a really good job in the first video.
Yeah.
And we'd hope by spending approximately 4 times the cash each that we'd do a better job.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Let's see.
So I'll go first
Cool.
with my rig. So I'm doing Kim Thayil, and he is playing, well, I am playing this Gibson American Firebird. And the cool thing about it is that, as I said in the store, we looked up a few rig rundown pictures and stuff like that, and we saw this exact guitar in his arsenal backstage. So it's American-made Gibson Firebird with mini humbuckers, and I'm pretty sure it's a straight-up sort of standard Firebird. It doesn't really say anything else other than, you know, made in the USA 2018. So other than that, I think it's pretty stock, because they have them with P90s, and I've seen them with humbuckers, but these have got the mini humbuckers, and it sounds...
It looks great as well.
It does. I was saying earlier, like, between these and Explorers, I'd choose a Firebird any day of the week. It's way more...
They're a little bit more, for me, they're a little bit less common.
Yeah.
But when you see them, they're very distinctive.
I think they're like a hard rock, badass version of a Explorer for me.
Yeah. Less metal.
Yeah, so I'm really into that, personally. But...
A curvy Explorer.
It is. Go around the signal chain. So from the guitar, I'm going straight into the Walrus Julia, which is a chorus pedal. I use it quite a few times down busting because it's a great chorus.
It's a great pedal.
And that I used for the intro to Black Hole Sun. That goes out straight into the Sugar Drive by MXR, which I said in the store I'll throw in other pedals for the rig. That's the only other thing that I threw in was the Sugar Drive. It's a really good, transparent kind of organic overdrive. I don't know what it is about it, but we've tried it a couple of times and it just works.
I do like the MXR stuff. It's always good.
Tiny little pedal footprint. You got volume, tone, and drive on it, and it sounds really good. And I've used it in various different settings for different songs.
And a very small thing. I really like how the light is on the front here.
Yeah. Actually, it also has a light on the side.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. As with a buffer. I have an optional buffer. Anyway, from that we go into, and this is the moneymaker in terms of the tone to get the right sound.
For Black Hole Sun, at least.
Yes,
Yeah.
and this is the Robert Keeley Dynamo Roto. So it has chorus, rotor vibe in it, and what else have we got in there? Rotor flange, which is a mix of the two. I'm running just the standard rotary, which is like rotary emulation, Leslie cabinet vibe, and running the rate and the depth on full, because it worked in the intro for Black Hole Sun, but I also used it in Spoonman in the intro as well, because there's a really tiny subtle layer that you really have to listen closely to hear it, but there is a tiny layer using that sort of sound.
Yeah. Did you use your wah?
I did. I used it, so straight out of that into the Custom Audio Electronics wah, which I had cocked all the way back for Rusty Cage.
Yeah.
I know he uses wah in other stuff, but for the excerpts we wanted to try and do, I just used it in Rusty Cage, but it's the same wah pedal that he uses.
Right.
And then from that, we go into this absolutely diamond in the rough for me as far as I'm concerned. Had no idea it was going to work, but it totally did. This is the Hamstead Artist 20 RT.
And
this is a combo.
brand new into Andertons as well.
Yeah. So what I read about this was that it's a bit of a chameleon tonally. You can do all sorts with it. And to be fair, you can. There's a bright switch, high and low input, simple gain, bass and treble, 2 different voices on the switch, reverb with depth and tone controls, tremolo, which I didn't use, and a master. And that's it. And to be honest with you, like 20 watts, but it kicks and it sounded fantastic, especially with the Sugar Drive. So I'll before we get onto Matt's rig, I'll show you really quickly how it sounds. So this is straight in, no pedals or anything.
That sounds lovely.
It really, really
it's just
does.
that warm crunch. It's
Yeah.
It's not much. It's quite clean, the room, but it's just warm, rich, powerful, lovely.
And that's with the bright switch in. The gain's quite high, but like it's not overkill. Bass and treble are halfway, but straight in, it's a nice sound. But as soon as you put the sugar drive in, and again, we've run this quite high for that we needed sustain for Rusty Cage, so let me just back that off. But this is what we get when we put the sugar drive in, and this is great. Yeah, what a sound.
Really powerful.
What a sound.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong.
If you want a ballsy hard rock tone, sugar drive into the Hampstead. I mean, I'm sure there are lots of different drive pedals, but that's a killer drive pedal.
Nice.
But other than that, I mean, the excerpts kind of show you how these sound on their own, so I won't go any further. Actually, I'll just give you a quick bit of wah. So that's how the wah sounds.
Brilliant. That sounded just like Soundgarden.
Yeah, it did.
Uncanny.
Yeah,
uncanny.
With a bit of Pingu in there for good measure.
Was that a Pingu?
That was Pingu.
No wonder why I recognised it. I probably haven't.
Childhood memories.
I don't think I've heard it since I was 4.
I'm surprised I even knew Pingu on the guitar. In any case, Pingu. It's lost all meaning now.
Yeah. Stupid word.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, Matt, what's your rig?
If you want to guess how old we are. Anyway, this is my rig. This is a Japanese-made Gretsch Broadmaster.
I love
And
Gretsch
I've got to say, it's beautiful. It's funny with Gretches because they all look very similar, from the very affordable kind of 400 quid type models which we used last time, and then they're made in China all the way up to this Japanese made, and it's just stunning. Locking tuners, it's made from maple with a centre block. It's beautiful, kind of sparkly British racing green kind of colour.
I really like Gretsch guitars.
They are lovely. Obviously with the Bigsby, which is, you know, Chris Cornell-esque. These are Fultron pickups made in the USA, and I think everyone should own a guitar like this, is my honest opinion. Strap locks, everything. And
I'm waiting for mine.
look at the inlays.
I'm not like I'm waiting for it in the post.
You haven't
I'm waiting
found
to
it.
find the one. But I think it'll be a Gretsch Penguin for me personally.
I think that's another Pingu reference, was it?
Oh yeah.
I think, to be honest, something like this for me, just in a different colour, would sort me out. White Falcon, always a good shout. Anyway, beautiful guitar. That runs straight into the J-Rad Archer by J-Rocket.
Great pedal.
And then into the Boss RV6. I chucked a bit of reverb in there, as the amp didn't have any. And then that is into the Friedman Runt 50, which is a 50-watt combo by Friedman. Great name. And that's it. And it sounds a little bit like this.
I'm all about that.
Anyways, yeah, it's lovely. And I kind of used mostly the gain in the amp, which sounds really, really big and full. Chucking in the Archer was actually really helpful. It's got like an output and a treble control. So you can, using the EQ on the amp and the EQ on here, plus the 2 gain controls.
Yeah, because we were kind of jumping, weren't we?
We did a lot of jumping around. Some of them just needed like the kind of
which sounded so similar.
Yes, maybe not just then because we've tweaked it a bit, but that was just using the amp. And then for Rusty Cage, we really needed like kind of similar to how you did on your rig, but just that extra bit so it all rings out, which the Archer provides.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, really great gear, but obviously comes with a price tag. The Friedman is about 2,000, and the Gretsch about 2.5, and then a couple of hundred in the pedals. So
£5,000 rig.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much.
a £5,000 rig.
Yeah, mine's not too far off that. Nearly 3 for the amp, nearly 1,500 for the guitar, and then a few hundred quid for the pedals, like 300 or 400 for the pedals. Yeah. So it's definitely running a high price.
We are all about that's 10,000 all in.
But that's busting the bank.
That's what it's for. Man. That's what it's for. And pro gear comes at a pro price. So
yeah,
we hope that it sounded better than the without busting.
It felt to me like it did.
Yeah, and it's things like you wouldn't hear in behind the screen is staying in tune more easily, the playability of all the instruments. So it's just a pleasure to play.
There you go. Very well said, Matthew.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know what you think in the comment section below.
All the links to all the gear we've used is in the description box below.
And that leaves us with lastly, I've been Rabir.
And I have been Matt.
And this has been Sound Like on Andertons TV.
Yes, it has. And we'll see you next time.
Do what did he do?